Hi everyone, Cole Chance here, day 6 of Yoga Week, and we are going to restore. Restorative yoga is so good for a chance to recharge, to slow everything down, and we're able to also start to use that body awareness that we've been cultivating and use it in a super chill tempo. So able to look at things, look at our mind, our body, the way things feel at a really slow pace, and you get to see things in a different way. So let's just start with soles of the feet together. Knees wide, hands on the ankles. If you'd like to sit up on a pillow, it can be really nice here as well. So pulling the ankles towards you isometrically, pulling the chest through. Close the eyes. So we're spreading the collarbones here. Just sitting tall. Now if you'd like to come forward at all, you can do that as well. Letting the head hang, shaking yes and shaking no. The heavier you can hang your head, you can feel that stretch going all the way down mid-back, maybe lower. Let's take the elbows to the thighs and just kind of start to press open here. So this will be more like a restorative-esque class. We'll still do some movements. A true restorative class will be, you might stay in a pose for 5 to 10 minutes. They're really juicy. If you can find one in your area, they're really nice. But we're just gonna move really slow, and we're gonna do some nice poses as well. So since we're moving at a really calm pace, you can spend a lot more attention on your breath. So making the breath deep, sending it all the way down to the pit of the belly. And start to come up. And we're gonna take the feet into a wide leg fold here. If you have a block, this is a great place for a block. If you don't have a block, you should get some blocks. They're really, really nice. So again, you can sit up on a pillow here if you'd like, and the feet can be pretty close together. We're not looking for like a huge stretch right here. We're just wanting, a little opening. The toes are coming up. And you can pull the fleshy part out from the glutes, underneath the glutes here. And I'm going to start to come forward. So you can come down, maybe you rest the head in the hands. And you can just stay right here, it's really nice. Or you can take a block, maybe you have another block, maybe you have 2 blocks. And rest your head. The head weighs like 10 to 12 pounds. It's pretty heavy. So whenever we can give it a break, it's good to give it a break. So we're trying to get some opening in the thighs and the hips and the groin area here. So by releasing the head, it can send a little more attention down to where we're looking for the stretch. So this should feel, the poses that we're going for today we're not going for like we're not going for intensity. We're not going for the fullest expression. So none of these poses should be hard to breathe in, or you shouldn't be holding your breath or wincing or anything. They should all be sustainable and most of all comfortable. We're really wanting to feel this down at a cellular level. So this really gets kind of below the surface. And start to walk the torso up here. Let's take the left foot into the right thigh. So if you can keep your eyes heavy here, keep the eyelids heavy, so it just helps to put that parasympathetic nervous system kind of cloaking the whole body, just relaxing everything. So if you have your block, place it on the outside of your knee or maybe the inside, depending on tightness. You can try each one. I'm gonna take my elbow and again take my head in my hand. So you can stay right here, getting the side body stretch. If you want some more, take the left arm up, and I like to just relax it over the top of my head. This is really nice if you have low back pain, which I know a lot of us do, and get it a lot from sitting a lot, which we do, driving, working. Get into these QL muscles, these thick muscles in the back, and they can be kind of hard to stretch, but all these lateral stretches, any lateral stretch can really get in there. So find somewhere that's comfortable. If it's not comfortable, then find some way to modify it. There's always something that you can do. Maybe you're up more on your hand here. So just find something that's working for you today. Coming back into the breath. We can use a lot of our attention to give to the breath. Sending it in through the nostrils, down through the chest, the rib cage, all the way down into the belly. Go ahead and come up here. And let's take both of the hands. We'll match the knees, loosely match the knees, and take both of the hands to the left here. So I'm twisting my body so that my chest is forward. And here, if you have a pillow, you don't have to have a pillow, but. So I'm gonna turn my body towards the floor, or towards the pillow, and I'm gonna lay the torso down. So you can look at the same direction as the knees are, or if it's okay for your neck, you can turn and gaze the other way. The arms can go in cactus here, or maybe they come down, something that feels relaxing, so you don't feel like you're holding your arms up. So this is just like a twist that we do when we're laying on our back. This is just a belly down twist, and it's really nice. So again, head can go either way. We're just looking for this kind of slow and sweet, nourishing release. I like belly down poses, so because whenever you inhale, you can feel the belly expanding into the ground. Feels nurturing. See if you can make your inhales even bigger. Really expanding the rib cage 360 degrees. And pull the left leg underneath you, and we'll come to belly down here. Take the hands above hands. You can leave the pillow where it is, or you can move it to the side. You can cross the hands here. We'll just make a little pillow for the head, and now we'll just lay flat. So take one cheek to the side. It doesn't matter which one. We'll switch it on the other side. So just remember what side. Just take a couple rounds of breath here. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. With the eyes heavy and moving really slow, we're just going to push ourselves into a child's pose. The knees can be wide or the knees can be together, whatever feels good. And just take about 3 rounds of breath here. Nothing hurried, nothing rushed. And then come back to seated. This is actually just such a luxurious practice, restorative is. So let's again take the V-sit. So we're not looking for anything really strong here. Maybe the legs will be going off to the other side of the mat. Pulling the glutes back from behind you. Maybe just sitting tall, spreading the collarbone, shining the heart forward. And then coming forward, either bringing the head in the hand or the head to the block. And turn the corners of the mouth up and just bring a sweet little smile to your face. Knowing that your body's smiling right now and loves this juicy, juicy practice here. And take about 3 more rounds of breath. Maybe you sway side to side. And we'll lift up. Bring the right foot in. And the same thing here. I use the block maybe on the inside if you're a little more tight, and the outside. I guess it just depends on each body. Just see which one feels better. Head into the hand. This might be enough right here. I'm starting to get that sensation. What we're looking for is this QL release. So you can stay here. Start to lift that arm up, starts to get more and more intense. We want to spin the chest open and then just sink in. So find something sustainable. This is so good to counter the muscle memory that we have. Muscle memory, like we're always, if we're sitting in slump forward positions or all these things that we do all the time. And maybe we normally do a yoga practice that we stay in the movements for not that long, the kind of counter movements for not that long, which is still great, it's all good. But this really gives the time to reset, to help reset that muscle memory by being able to stay somewhere for a little bit, helping the muscles try to imprint this feeling. This is one of my favorites. And slowly start to come up. And really, sometimes I stay there for a long time, so be my guest. We're gonna start to turn towards the right, bringing the knee by the knee and planting the hands, and I'm turning my body. So you can bring the pillow here if you like. It feels really nice with the pillow. Or you can just come down as well. It feels good here too. So I'm twisting and I'm pulling my chest through, and I'm gonna bring my torso down. And you can turn the head to the right if it's okay. Gentler would be to the left. So be sure that you release the arms and let them lay somewhere that's relaxing.
And then come back to the breath and just feel the breath coming into the mat, into the floor. It's nice to have that resistance, then you can really feel the force and the power of the breath. Again, bring the edges of the mouth, turn up. If you find that your mind starts to wander, if your mind starts to wander, bring it back into the breath. Letting everything else just melt away and stay right here, right now. Can you bring your breath even deeper down? And not only feel the expansion going down, also feeling the back body rise on an inhale. So it should be expansion. Expansion should be happening everywhere. I'm starting to mumble. I'm getting really relaxed. Another inhale. Let it out the mouth. And start to pull the right leg underneath the body. Make a pillow with the hands and rest the other cheek down to the ground. And we'll just stay here for about 3 breaths, just recentering. And we're just going to slowly, with heavy eyes, turn onto our backs. Bring the soles of the feet on the ground. Bring the knees together and the feet wide. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. This position is called restorative rest. Position with the legs. Constructive rest. Heel toe the soles back to about hip distance. Bring the left leg up and cross it over like reclined pigeon. So you can just stay right here. You don't need to do anything. Maybe you walk the foot in a little bit more. We're not going to, I'm not going to pull in here. If you'd like to pull in, you can. And actually where we're going to go is from here, leave this the same in the legs, and we're going to bring the left sole of the foot onto the ground. And to tip over. So I like to grab my ankle or put my hand on the thigh. I think the thigh probably feels a little more supportive because the leg wants to come in. And you can do whatever you'd like with the neck. You can look over to the left, look up, look down. Just kind of gets into the left hip nicely. And you can push the leg away if you want a little bit more. Then roll back up and switch legs slowly. And so just opening the right thigh here. I'm just kind of pressing open the right thigh. Taking a couple rounds of breath here. I know my mom's really gonna like this one. I'm thinking about you, Mom. This is for you. And then let's take the right foot down to the ground. So you're just kind of like tipping over. And this side's quite a bit tighter, I can feel. And then I'm putting my hand here really just as like a guard so that my leg doesn't come in. So it's just kind of holding that leg up. The head can go wherever. You know, here's another idea. This is what I like to do as well, is if you can bring like a shirt or a towel, a hand towel or something, and put it over your eyes, or else just have the lights really low when you do this. I should have mentioned that in the beginning. But next time you do this one, you should do that. Maybe light a candle. Just such a nurturing practice. You can kind of nurture the environment as well and do all the sweet things for yourself. Let's come back to center. Bringing knees into chest, just rock side to side. And then two options here. You can bring the soles of the feet together and the knees wide. This is Baddha Konasana. This is the way that we started, but we started seated. What's nice is if you can bring a pillow on each side so that the legs have something to rest on. So this would look like this. And maybe you need more than one pillow, maybe blocks. Everybody's different. As long as it feels supported. And you can take a Shavasana right here. If you want to try something different, we can go back into the constructive rest where the feet are wide and the knees are together, so they're resting completely on each other. Then you can take the hands really to anywhere. If you want to add some extra love to somewhere in your body, if you'd like to just rub the hands together. Maybe for women, you can place it over the belly, over the womb. Or maybe over the eyes, feels nice, warm hands over the eyes or over the heart. Or maybe you just take palms towards the sky. Just feeling supported here. Feeling taken care of. I invite you to stay here as long as you like. Sometimes I'll go into a little sleep state where I'm half awake, half asleep. It's really nice, really rejuvenating and restoring for the body. So I'll quietly say goodbye and say namaste, and I'll see you all next time. Your knees here, and sit your hips back. We'll walk our arms out. And your hips may not come all the way down. You may be more like this, and that's fine too. So whatever feels good to you. But walk your fingertips out so we're opening up underneath this, underneath your armpit.